Hi there, it's Brandelyn Jones, your realtor right here in Arizona with Heart and Hustle. And you guys know I specialize in the West Valley. You know, places like Surprise, Peoria, Wittmann, and everything in between. Those are the communities that are my jam. But if you're thinking about buying or selling, relocating, downsizing, upsizing, you've come to my channel and you're actually in the right place. So, I always get asked about my background, how I ended up in Arizona. I actually moved back to Arizona in 1996 with my son Khalil, and let me tell you, moving across the states with a child, chasing a better life, and trying to build something literally from scratch, well, that'll either break you or it will build you. And thankfully, it built me. And honestly, I just have to say, with Mother's Day just behind us, my son is absolutely my greatest accomplishment. No paycheck, no real estate award could ever top being a mother, or maybe a Grandey. So before real estate, my background was actually in the medical field. I actually did some recruiting. So naturally, helping people, listening to people, helping guide people, it's just always been in the core of my heart. Real estate just became the perfect place for all of those pieces to kind of come together. I actually have my brother, Troy Sage, to thank for getting into this business. It all started with a dare. He gave me a dare. He said, go take some classes, pass your tests, and get your license. And back in 2017, that is exactly what I did. And I have him to thank 100% for introducing me to this type of opportunity that has changed my life. Troy has been a great asset for my success in this business. He just is the kind of person who will actually tell you the truth, maybe even when you don't want to hear it. He's a fantastic mentor. He teaches the basics about making yourself successful, but the biggest thing is that you're running a business here and you have to master your time. So somewhere in the middle of all of that and life's chaos and adventure, I actually met my husband, Jason, back in 2001. And funny enough, we actually lived in the same neighborhood. And I look back now and I think that's either incredibly romantic or that's just a little weird, dating the single dad down the street. Either way, somehow it all worked out. And here we are, many years later. We actually got married in 2012. He has been actually one of my biggest supporters ever since. The man has the patience of a saint. Yep, he does. We have very different personalities, which is probably why it works. I have a lot of energy, I can be outspoken, and he's more of kind of a go with the flow kind of guy. Honestly, sometimes I joke around and I say that he lives kind of like the Hakuna Matata. So in October of 2024, we entered into a whole new chapter and we moved from Glendale, where we had lived for 20 years, out to Wittmann after building what we hoped is our forever home. And let me tell you, moving from the city to Wittmann has been an experience, absolutely an experience. If you've heard of Wittmann, then you already know it's a slice of country. The life out here is a bit different. There's open skies, quiet mornings, horse properties, dirt roads, gorgeous sunsets, and enough dirt and patches to make everyone happy that has a side-by-side. But here's the funny part. We actually never imagined living in an HOA, and we live in a new development with 50 homes on private streets. And private streets, not so much, but anywho, that's a whole another video we can talk about. And probably the biggest adjustment of all with moving to our forever home, really, wait for it. I'm gonna say it again. We now live in an HOA community. We never aspired to live in an HOA. Yep, you heard that correct. We did move to the country and somehow still ended up in an HOA community. That little plot twist was definitely not on our radar at all. Jason and I never imagined we'd end up in an HOA, especially after moving to the country. But here we are. I'm still adjusting to that whole experience. And honestly, I may need to do just an entire follow-up video on my personal life or a day in the life out here in Wittmann. It might be funny, I don't know, because let's just say there are already a ton of stories for me to share with everyone in my short period of time that we have lived out here. So, and speaking of home, I have to tell you that my favorite title in life is not Realtor, it's Grandey. That's what my 3 grandbabies refer to me as. And they absolutely light up my life. There's just something about grandkids, people say it all the time, that change your heart forever, and mine have. They keep me grounded, they keep me grateful, and constantly reminded that the little things in life really are the big things. Then there are my 2 dogs, Roxy and Tally. I still have the 2 sweeties. They're both seniors, 14 and 16 years old, and my Tally girl is blind. I love having them around, and I love having the ability to work from my home office. Sometimes I think they're more of like an emotional support for me than I am for them. So why am I telling you all this? Because real estate is absolutely personal. It's not just contracts and talking about square footage. It's actually life changes, new chapters, fresh starts, big decisions, sometimes scary decisions, sometimes exciting. I know what it feels like to move here, not knowing exactly how things are going to work out. I know exactly what it feels like to build something from the ground up. And I also know how important it is to have someone in your corner who truly cares. My goal really isn't just to help you buy a home or sell a home. It really is to help you feel confident, well-informed, and supported. And honestly, a little less stressed through one of the biggest processes and decisions you'll make in your life. So hey, whether you're relocating to Arizona, moving across town like we did, looking for more space, downsizing, or just curious about life here in the West Valley, I personally would love to help. And here on my channel, I'll be sharing lots of things, local market updates, community tours, real estate tips, behind the scenes moments, and real talk about living in Arizona. The good, the hot, and the occasional dusty. So, thank you again for your time, for being here. Welcome to my little corner of Arizona, and I truly hope you'll follow along on my journey here. I'm Brandelyn Jones, your real estate agent with heart and hustle. Hit the like button and subscribe. And hey, if you found a place here in the desert and you enjoyed this video, go ahead and share with me what brought you to Arizona or how you've built your life here and how much you love it. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time.